Hi students, welcome to the session on signals and system. Here I try to explain all the topics that we are going to study in a signals and system with only one problem, right? So I take only discrete time system, and the same thing is applicable for continuous time system also. So let me take one problem and explain all the concept that we learned. Okay, let us see. Let us take this problem. The output y of n is equal to x of n plus x of n minus 1, right? So any system with the output y of n is given by the sum of input, present input, and past input, right? So this is a system. This equation is talking about the system. Now what we know, first we check in unit number 1 we studied classification of system. Let us classify the system. First thing is, what is this? It is dynamic system. Fine. So why it is dynamic system? Present output depends on past input. So it is a dynamic system. First thing we got. Second thing is whether it is causal or non-causal. Present output doesn't depend on future input. It depends on only present input and past input. So it is causal system only. Fine. Okay. Whether it is stable system, yes, at any point of time if you give bounded input, suppose if x of n you give bounded input, this is another bounded input. If you add two bounded data, the output will also be bounded. So the system is BIBO system. Okay, next. So from here you will understand whether it is linear system or not. It is absolutely linear system. You know how to check that. So we can say that it is linear system. Then whether it is time invariant, yes, by seeing the equation we can say it is time invariant. So if you have any doubt about what is linear and time invariant, please refer my video on linear system and time invariant system. So simply it is LTI system. Clear? So what is the thing? If it is LTI system, convolution can be applied. For any input we can get the output. Okay. Now this is what we studied in unit number 1, classification of system, right? Now let us apply Z transform. What will happen if you apply Z transform y of z? So here it will become x of z plus z inverse x of z. Okay. So what it will give? It will give, I take x of z outside and bring here y of z by x of z. Output of z transform divided by input of z transform is transfer function, that is given by 1 plus z inverse. This is what we know as transfer function or system function. This is the 7th data we get. Okay, fine. Okay, from transfer function how can we get impulse response? We know, take inverse z transform. For this, if you take inverse z transform of h of z, you will get h of n, that is given by 1 comma 1. You know how to take inverse z transform. So this is what impulse response, the 8th data we got. Okay, right. So this is what our 8th data. This is our 7th data. Okay. Now we see what is the 9th concept we can get from here. If you apply z is equal to e power j omega, it will become h of e power j omega, and it will be 1 plus e power minus j omega. What is h of e power j omega? It is nothing but frequency response. So this is what our 9th concept we learned. You see, so we are having h of z. From that you take inverse z transform. What you get is h of n. Apply z is equal to e power j omega. What you get is h of e power j omega, frequency response. Right, from if you apply inverse dtft, what you get is again h of n. So it is a triangle. You can go from anywhere to anywhere, right? So you can do anything. So this is 9th concept. 10th concept what we can learn, we learned is step response. Step response is the sum of impulse response. S of n is equal to a goes to minus infinity to plus infinity h of k. Here h of n is 1 comma 1, right? So h of k is 1 comma 1. That's the variable. H of k is 1 comma 1. So I find s of n. So s of n is step response that is given by when n is equal to 0, what will happen? Right? It is k is equal to minus infinity to n. So when n 0, it will be k goes to minus infinity to n h of k. So s of 0 is 0 only, h of 0. S of 0 is k goes to minus infinity to n, h of 0 only because n is 0 we substitute. So h of 0 is 1. S of 1 is k goes to 0 to 1. If you want to find 1, n is, we substitute n is equal to 1. K is not minus infinity, it has started from 1, 0 to 1. H of 0 is 1, h of 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. The summation. So we got step response. Here, 10th concept we learned. Find next. 11th concept. We know that h of z is equal to 1 plus z inverse. Okay. So whether it is causal or non-causal, you see what is the pole zero diagram. Fine. So if you draw pole zero diagram, what will happen? The pole at 0, because 1 plus 1 by z, so the pole at 0 and 0 will be at minus 1. So minus 1 may be here, right? So z is equal to 0 is a pole, z is equal to minus 1 is a 0. So the pole lies inside a unit circle, right? So it is a stable system. Already we proved it is a stable system. It is another way of finding it is a stable system, right? And another thing is, you see the ROC is outside the outermost circle, then only it is called causal. Since pole at 0, surely it must be a causal. For a stable and causal system, pole must be inside a unit circle. So for stable and causal system, we have poles at 0, so it is surely a causal system. Already we verified the same thing in the initial stage itself in a different way. Here we verified poles system in terms of what you call input-output relation. Here we verify the same stability and causality by using impulse response, transfer function. The same thing we can verify in terms of impulse response also. We know h of n is equal to 1, 1 we know. For system is stable, for stable system, the impulse response must be absolutely summable. Yes or no? So whether it is absolutely summable, sure. If you add 1 plus 1, you can get 2. So k goes to minus infinity to h infinity, h of k must be less than infinity. Surely, if you add impulse response, what you get? K, here k varies from, here instead of h of n, you can substitute h of k 0, 1, 0 to 1, h of k, h of 0 is 1, h of 1 is 1, so to infinity, not. So 2 is less than infinity, finite number, so surely it is a stable system. This is another way to check whether the system is stable or not. This we studied. It is concept number 12 we studied. 13. When a system is said to be causal with respect to impulse response, a system is causal if impulse response should be having value for positive n. That is, h of n must be 0 for n less than 0. Here you see h of n is available at only n is equal to 0 and 1, not less than 0. So h of n is 0 for n less than 0. So surely it is causal system. Beautiful thing. Fine. So the system is causal system also. See, we verified causality and stability in 3 different methods. Right? All the methods are giving the same answer. Right? Next. This we studied. And 14th concept, h of n we know it is 1 comma 1. Fine. So if you see that Let us assume our input is x of n. X of n is 1, 2, 1. Right? Let us find the convolution y of n and find the output. What is y of n? Y of n is, we find the convolution y of n is equal to x of n star h of n. H of n I have taken something. For our equation y of n, h of n is equal, sorry, x of n I have taken some input. H of n is we found. So x of n star h of n is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. You see 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. So what is coming? 1, 3, 3, 1. So y of n is 1, 3, 3, 1. So for our impulse response, output is y of n for this input. What is our output equation? We know the equation is y of n is equal to x of n plus x of n minus 1. Here you see what is y of 0? Y of 0 is x of 0 plus x of minus 1. X of 0, 1. X of minus 1, no. So it is 1. Y of n. Y of 0. Y of 1 is x of 1 plus x of 0. So 1 plus 2, 3. Y of 2 is x of 2 plus x of 1. X of 2 plus x of 1, 2 plus 1, 3. Y of 3 is, y of 2 is x of 2 plus x of 4. Y of 2 is x of 2 plus x of 1. Y of 3 is x of 3 plus x of 2. X of 3, no, x of t is 1, so 1. You see, for our system, the output is Paka. So impulse response is perfect. So if you want your system to give output of output is a sum of a present sample and the immediate past sample, the impulse response should be 1, 1. Clear? So we got the output like that, right? So I think see, with one problem we have learned 14 concepts. Yeah. So this is, and the 15th concept we can see what is our h of z. H of z is equal to y of z divided by x of z. Is equal to 1 plus z inverse. How it is the hardware structure? Simple. I realize by direct form 1 of z, y of z, 1 z inverse. Okay. Here 1 comes, z inverse will come 1 plus z inverse. Right? So this is the simple thing. So with one problem, this is what we learned in signals and system with respect to discrete time system. The same logic we can apply for continuous time system also. And another thing we can still further get is what is the frequency response? 16. H of z is equal to 1 plus z inverse. Right? If you want to get frequency response, substitute z is equal to e power j omega. So 1 plus e power j omega. Take e power minus j omega by 2 outside. It will become e power plus j omega by 2. It is minus e power j omega by 2. So it will be like 2 cos omega by 2. E power minus j omega by 2 cos omega by 2. H of e power j omega. Fine. Take the magnitude. If you take the magnitude of h of e power j omega, what will happen? It will be simply 2 cos omega by 2. Right? So the magnitude is simply a cos wave with varying function of omega. So you see the magnitude of frequency response mod h of e power j omega when omega 0 cos 0 to 2. So omega, this is omega. Fine. When omega is equal to 0, it is 2. When omega is equal to pi by 2, cos pi by 4, cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, 2 by root 2 is root 2. So it will come here. So omega is equal to pi by 2. When omega is equal to pi, it will become 0. Because cos pi by 2 is 0. So you see, it is like, it is a ideal low pass filter character with omega h of omega. This is low pass filter. Here it is a crude low pass filter or practical low pass filter, because average is talking about low pass filtering. So this is perfect low pass filter, crude low pass filter, right? See, with one problem we can understand the whole thing. So this is what we study, right? So signals and system is very easy subject, right? So you can understand everything in a simple way. I hope you understand the concepts. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. Thank you.